Well, after 3 wins their last 3 games, Leamington take a well-deserved break from the National League North as they welcome Witton Albion in this crucial 3rd and final qualifying round tie of the FA Trophy. Whichever side is victorious here will earn a place in the first round of the competition and an opportunity for some silverware for the season, so all is to play for. This is Leamington's 3rd game in 7 days, and Paul Holleran makes one change to the side who staged a superb 2-1 win away at Alfredson on Tuesday. Callum Gittins is rested for this game and Joe Clark takes his place in centre midfield. For visitors Witton Albion, they find themselves at the lower end of the Northern Premier Division due to having an abundance of postponed games already this season as a result of their runs in both this competition and the qualifying rounds of the FA Cup. They come into this one off the back of a 5-0 victory away to Buxton last week. And this is how they line up on their first visit to the Phillips 66 Community Stadium. It's Greg Hall in goal, Anthony Gardner, Matty Devine, River Humphreys and Liam Golding are the 4 at the back. Josh Wardle, Danny McKenna, Tom Owens and James Foley in the midfield, with Will Jones alongside Sasir Linguba up top. Free kick then for Leamington, just over the halfway on the left hand side, whipped in by Flanagan. There's Jack Edwards, free header, just couldn't direct it on target. Jack Edwards. River Humphreys just commanding his back line before this Tony Breeden goal kick. Dunbar wins and heads inside. Here's McKenna. Liam Golding. Here is Humphreys now. Bringing the ball up from the back. It's a lofted ball into Will Jones. There's Tom Owens. Will Jones sees the run. James Foley! Witton Albion take an early 1-0 lead here at the Phillips 66. And it's just one big throw by Anthony Gardner, a flick on by Will Jones, and then he played the ball across to James Foley, who was unmarked at the back post, and he calmly finished past Tony Breeden to give Witton Albion an early 1-0 lead here. And the breaks desperate to get underway once again. There's Will Jones inside. Here's McKenna. Just can't quite find a way through. Here's Colby Bishop for the breaks. Just can't get the ball under control. There's Liam Golding over the top, and James Foley will give chase. Breeden's come out a long way, and he's blocked that with his hand. And the referee, well, Tony Breeden came out a long way to meet James Foley, who had a clear run at goal. And Greg Rollison's pulled the card out here. Which colour will it be? It was a fantastic ball over the top for James Foley to chase. Tony Breeden was out quickly from his goal. And it will be a yellow card. Well, Tony Breeden is a very, very lucky man to still be on the pitch. There's Edwards for Leamington. Edwards still just can't find a way through. Jamie Hood. James Foley challenging him with Kieran Dunbar. But Linguba comes out with the ball. Here he is again. McKenna now on the right hand side, able to stretch his legs towards the Leamington back line. On the overlap is Anthony Gardner, the captain, gets the ball across. Tony Breeden did well to get in front of Will Jones there at the front post. It's flicked on by McKenna, he's done well to win the header there. Advancing is Owens, Breeden quickly out of his goal. And will chip upfield towards Colby Bishop. Gardner will win the header. It's a good flick on. Here's Will Jones down the right hand side, needs support in the centre. It's arriving now, white shirts flooding forward. Here's McKenna, will deliver. It's a free header, and it's straight at Tony Breeden. It was Tom Owens glancing from the edge of the 6-yard box. towards Edwards. He's brought down in the area and the referee points to the spot. Well, Jack Edwards just hauled down there by the Witton back line. And Leamington may have just been gifted away back into this game. As the referee, Greg Wallison, points to the spot, and Colby Bishop has the chance to bag the equaliser for the breaks on the 30-minute mark. He has Greg Hall to beat. Does Colby Bishop from 12 yards out. Up he steps. It's calmly rolled in by Colby Bishop into the bottom right-hand corner. And Leamington have got themselves back into this game after what was a lacklustre first 10 minutes. On the 31-minute mark, they've got the equaliser, and it's Colby Bishop from the spot. Leamington 1, Witton Albion 1. Game on. Golding gets a hold of it in the midfield for Witton Albion. Here's McKenna, space to stretch his legs on the right-hand side. Drifts inside. There's Owens. And again, Owens gets a shot away. Just couldn't get a hold of it. Floated ball into the back post. Edwards with the header. Linguba to clear. Back in. And Linguba's there again. Back in. And again. And it gets the side netted by Jamie Hood. And it comes then from McKenna. And there by Hopley. Shooting English away for the breaks. Foley with a good touch. Feeds. And it's just wide by Tom Owens. It was a great ball there by James Foley into his feet. Had space to turn and find a shot. His curling effort just whispering past the post. Edwards with the flick, ricochets off of a Witton man. And it's played out to Anthony Gardner. Space in the right back position. Looks up the line towards Hopley. Holds up well, feeds McKenna. Drifts inside. It's good footwork there by the Witton Albion man. Here's Owens. Foley. Just didn't dip enough by James Foley. Looping over the crossbar. Golding's done well, and he's found a way into Rob Hopley, the substitute. It's a bit isolated up there. Arriving is Dan McKenna on the right-hand side. Anthony Gardner's on the overlapping run, the fullback, if he can find him. He's done well here, McKenna. Finds some space, whips the cross in. So met by a Leamington head and cleared away by Connor Taylor. As Colby Bishop finds a way to Kieran Dunbar. Taylor. He's got McKenna for company. Finds Flanagan on the left-hand side. Needs support here, Flanagan. Looks to take on the Witton back line. There's Taylor. First time shot. Straight into the arms of Greg Hall. Just need a bit more support there, Reece Flanagan. Connor Taylor made the run up the line. Colby Bishop away, will chase his own kick and win the header. Wardle calmly back to his goalkeeper, Greg Hall. So clip up to Hopley, could be in here, the Witton man, he is! And it's a fantastic save by Tony Breeden. What a left hand there by the Leamington goalkeeper to keep Rob Hopley out. He had all the time in the world to measure the shot, and Breeden somehow got to it and denied the Witton substitute. And McKenna just can't make his touch stick, but what a save that was from Tony Breeden. Could that be a turning point in the game? Can Leamington make the most of that outstanding save from their goalkeeper and go on and score a second? Good flick on. Here's Owens. Takes the ball down well inside. That's another fantastic save by Tony Breeden. Got down to his left-hand side superbly. It was a great take there by Tom Owens. Whipped back in by Gardner. And the header by Foley clips the top of the bar on its way behind. Came charging in there, James Foley, looking for his second of the game. And Tony Breeden, grateful to see that fly behind. There's Mace, cleared away by Golding. Joe Clark, neither team able to get a foot on the ball and get it under control. Here's Obeng, can't find Joe Clark. Taylor wins back possession, lets fly way wide. Never looked confident taking the effort there, Connor Taylor with his left foot. Greg Hall over the top. Jamie Hood needs to be careful here. It's found its way through. Here is Owens. Takes it past Breeden. He must have slipped there. Tom Owens. At the vital moment. Well, what a chance there for Witton Albion to take the lead. Tom Owens did all the hard work. Took it under control. Got past Jamie Hood. Took the ball past Breeden. Just slipped at the vital moment. And Leamington get away with another one. Flick on by Hopley. And the handball has been given against Jamie Hood. Ball just flicking up onto the centre-back's arm. Nothing he could do about that, but nonetheless the referee points for the set piece. And it's a dangerous position for Witton Albion. Foley and McKenna standing over it for the visitors. Just under 8 minutes remain. A goal that will take him into the lead in this FA Trophy qualifying tie. James Foley then tried to go under the wall, headed back and tipped over by Tony Breeden. Brilliant reflexes there from the Leamington goalkeeper. Needless to say, I think Tony Breeden has kept Leamington in this FA Trophy qualifying tie. Some of the saves he's made this afternoon, definitely worthy of a highlight reel. There's Obeng. Won it back on the halfway line. Dwyer inside. Just a minute remains. Dwyer with the effort! And there's the winner for Leamington! What a goal from Anthony Dwyer! And what a winner it is! Anthony Dwyer lets fly from distance. It deceived Greg Hall and flew into that bottom corner. And it's the substitute Anthony Dwyer. He's only been on the pitch about 10 minutes. But that is a fantastic effort from the striker to give Leamington a place in the FA Trophy first round. Well, they've looked to be asleep the whole of the second half, Leamington, absorbing Witton Albion pressure, relentless pressure from the away side. But Anthony Dwyer has come up with a strike straight out of the top drawer to give Leamington the lead in this game. And just under a minute remains for the away side to find an equaliser here. Dwyer will give chase. Greg Hall is out to claim that. And there's the referee's whistle. And Leamington have come from a goal down to progress to the first round of the FA Trophy, courtesy of a fantastic strike from Anthony Dwyer in added time. It looked to be heading to Cheshire for a replay on Tuesday, but that fantastic effort by Anthony Dwyer, just 2 minutes from time, has gifted Leamington a place in the FA Trophy first round. Credit to Witton Albion, they went toe-to-toe with Leamington all afternoon. But Anthony Dwyer coming up with a piece of quality at the death to gift Leamington a place in the first round of the FA Trophy. Leamington 2, Witton Albion 1.
So 4 wins on the bounce now and into the proper first round of the Cup. How's your thoughts?
Yeah, great. I mean, listen, it's very, at least from our point of view, we're delighted. I mean, and I think an element of our performance today was probably the supporters seen last Saturday, and then the supporters that travelled on Tuesday night seen a real performance of just grit and desire, lots of will, but it took it out of us. You know, I had more players in the treatment room Thursday night than on the training pitch, so that explains, I think, a little bit why I think we struggle to get to the levels. But I'm certainly not taking anything away from Witton, because, you know, listen, we've had a look at them, we've watched a few games, we've had a couple of reports sent over, and they've got a good manager who's been at this level and played a good level of football, and they've got good players that play a good brand of football. And to be honest, at times today they were too much for us. You have to accept that. Some of their patterns of play, the runners, the 7 and 11 coming in off the line, and that causes a problem, to be honest. But sometimes you got to find a way, and we found a way to stop in the game when other teams might have crumbled, and then we found a way to score a super winner at the end. And I did feel that possibly Ahmed and Anthony, if we could get the ball into them and into good areas, them carrying the ball up the pitch would help us. Them getting into that space would help us. I'm not saying that quite worked, but it just well, it's obviously works. He scored, but it's that was the thought process behind it, because it was just we were just getting overloaded, and I do understand why with some of our players, the legginess, but I certainly don't take anyone from Witton, because you know, if they carry on in that momentum, then obviously, you know, in the division they're in, once the medals start being handed out, they won't be a million miles away. So listen, it's happened to us that many a time, umpteen times this season alone. Conceding late goals. It's not nice, but we'll take it. Listen, that's football, and we've all been around long enough to know that happens now and again. It's probably the first time this year where we've really, really been on the back foot and sort of got out of jail. So that's it. But at the same time, working closely with the players, I know how many players were struggling today. I know how many. I could have quite easily not played Goodyear, Huddy, Reese, you know, to name a few. That, you know, it's obviously we didn't play Gitto because of the knock from Tuesday night. So yeah, we were a bit patched up, and we looked a little bit off it, and against a lively, fresh, vibrant, you know, good side, really good side.
Obviously now going into the Birmingham Senior Cup game on Tuesday, is that going to be a game where you'll rest a few of the players and try and get some of the people out?
I mean, listen, we always use the senior. I mean, listen, we've got good lads there. We've got some good options on the bench now. So yeah, they need minutes. We need them to get minutes. So that's important for that. And then we've got a little breather before the York game. And there's one or two players that definitely need a little break now. Just the body in this division, when you play Saturday, Tuesday, you know it. And listen, some teams that are full time and the depth of squads, it's not so bad. For us, it's tough. You know, for the part time football clubs with smaller squads, it's tough, especially when it's Chester and Alfreton, who are just two real good sides. So listen, we'll just absolutely delighted to find a way to get through. Delighted that the players somehow found a way to do it, because that shows something. Delighted that we've, you know, the feeling that we've, won another game. You know, like you say, it's 4 wins on the bounce at this level. Delighted that we're in the draw on Monday. So, as much as I'm sort of, I'm not disappointed. I'm just sort of relieved, really, that we've managed to get that goal at the end, and we haven't got the travel on Tuesday, and we can, because we wanted the game Tuesday. We needed to rest players, we needed to get players on the pitch, we needed to get minutes into players. So it's worked out perfect for us. So no, delighted, and you know, and for different reasons, the players deserve it, because their effort the last in sort of November is so far has been, you know, when you took the hiding that we took from Kidderminster, and boy, that was a hiding. We've showed great character.